What do we have for you today, guys? We got loads. We got long plugs, we got thin plugs, we got skin, we got deep plugs, we got plugs that have been pushed in by cotton buds. Oh, so much for you guys to see today. My name is Rhys Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. So you can see we've got this really thick chewing gum type of consistency wax here. It's a real kind of fudgy chewing gum kind of consistency. No, probably said, yeah, chewing gum. Yeah, it's a good description, I think, for this one. So I'm loosening it first of all. So I've got a grip and just loosening it with the standard size ulnar tube. And there we go. You can see quite a long, thick, sticky plug here on this particular ear canal. Little bit of tidying up, just taking some of these looser pieces that are just collecting around the entrance. Patient hearing loads better already. You can see that eardrum there looking lovely and healthy. Let's take a look at this side. Now you can see the eardrum back there, but look how long that plug is. It's a really thin, long plug, and it looks really dry. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to be able to get this out in one go. So we're going to lift this up. There we go. Lift again, lift again. There we are. Just loosening it off the edge. Now I'm really praying, because I can't see that back end now, that everything's going to come out. Yeah, look at that. Lovely, thin, long plug there. Eardrum looking really healthy. So this is what we moved, just over 2 centimeters, just over 3/4 of an inch. If you're watching this on YouTube, guys, we're going to pop a card up in the corner there, which is going to link to another video. If you like this one, you're probably going to like that one as well. Just keep an eye out for that one for me. But stay tuned. We've got plenty more coming up. So what we got here, skin. How do we know it's skin? It's that translucent golden color you can see there. So this is keratin. It's come away from the canal wall. It's just encroached over the entrance to the canal. Lovely and simple. It gets a bit blurry because we're just inside the canal, so we've just got a few little tiny hairs on the outside edge. There we go. Out that goes. Eardrum looking lovely there as well. Let's take a look at the other side. Very similar story. You can see a much thicker keratin layer here. So lots and lots of skin in this ear canal. Lots of people ask in the comments, why do we get skin in the ear canal? Your ear canal is covered in skin. You're going to get bits of it just coming away, and because of the way the skin forms in the ear canal, it's very likely to form this kind of, if it does come away, very likely to form these sort of ribbons, these long kind of plugs of skin, and that's where it happened there. And you can see we've got rid of that first section. Look how it all peels down the canal. Look how all that is coming away there. Good grip on this section here, and out that layer of skin comes. And the eardrum is looking absolutely perfect there, lovely and clear. You can see what I mean about that golden color there. It's got a real kind of sort of honey color to it. So 1.5 centimeters. I'm going to go with just over 1/2 inch there, guys, as well. Don't forget, no Taylor Green this week. He's on annual leave. We are back next week. And if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for me. That would be absolutely fantastic. Very, very deep, soft wax plug here. Look how that's coming away. So a little layer of skin there on the outside edge, but this is super soft. Sometimes you get this when patients have over softened their wax. So like we say, 2 or 3 days of olive oil before you come along is plenty. But sometimes patients, you know, in fairness to them, they've been to their GP said there's wax, they can't take it out, use some drops, and this might have been going on for months. So by the time they get to us, everything is super soft and super wet in there, but it's coming away really, really nicely. There we go, out that comes. We've just got this last section. There we go, you can see just peeling away from the top. This is the fine end on here. Just a bit of tidying up. Now I can see the eardrum there, so patient hearing loads better, but this is just a little quick tidy up around the outside edge here. There we go. And you've got this last section. You can see it just doesn't want to peel away. There we go, off that comes. Like a little cornflake, that one. So off that comes off the canal wall. Eardrum looking lovely and healthy there, though. Look at this other side, though. Very different story. Now, the patient wasn't having any hearing difficulty on this side. Wax much drier. Why is it drier? Because the patient didn't have any hearing problems on this side, so they didn't realize they had a wax problem. So they haven't been putting the olive oil in. But luckily here, it's this sort of ring of wax around the outside edge here. So I'm just stripping this front section. The blurring you could just see on the camera there, that's just a little bit of oil that's got trapped in there. We have got to send one of our endoscopes off, actually, because it's a little bit blurry. Lots of people mentioned about this orangey color and blurriness to the endoscope. You know, some people say, well, why don't you record in like 4K like some of the other guys do? We actually do record in 4K. It's just sometimes the endoscopes, after a little while, need a little bit of TLC, a little bit of servicing. So we send them back, they polish everything up and send them back to us then, and they look a lot better. Problem is, when you're using them every day, you don't always tend to spot it until we sort of voice the videos over. Long, dry skin section. Look at that coming away. There we go. Out that comes. We're going to try and get this bottom section away now. You can see how deep that goes as well. First of all, it just looked like this random sort of ring of wax on the outer portion of the ear canal. When you actually take a look, it's going pretty deep. This is a long old plug. This one's quite a big plug. There we go. Out that's coming. Give this a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. And eardrum looking okay. We got a couple of little sort of retraction pockets there. Retraction pockets where it looks like it's kind of sunk in to the eardrum a little bit, and that's due to a change in pressure behind the eardrum. It's slightly lower pressure, it's pulling it in. Just 2 centimeters, 3/4 of an inch there, guys. So it just acts on that one particular portion of the eardrum a little bit more than the rest. There's another card up there, guys. If you do enjoy that kind of video, you can take a look at that one as well. Here we go. So this lovely patient came through. Basically, they'd been on holiday, they got in the pool, they were feeling blocked up, so they decided they use a cotton bud to try and clear out the wax that's in there. And you can see exactly what's happened here. That cotton bud has pushed it so deep. And what it does, it always makes it difficult for us. It squishes into the middle of the plug, and then it pushes the sides of the plug out to stick against the canal walls, unfortunately, which makes it that little tiny bit more difficult to get away, because I've got to work on this kind of very thin section, and it's usually pushed right down in the osseous portion of the canal. So people think, oh, it's still blocked up, I'm going to use the cotton bud again. They just keep impacting, and this is what happens then. Patient hadn't used any oil either. You can see here, this is super sticky. So I'm hoping if by pulling down, there you go, I've put the oil in myself, by pulling down on the top section, I'm hoping to detach that top section. And at this point here, we've got that little looser section. He's going, oh my goodness, I can finally hear, because he'd been like this for, I think, for 3-4 weeks, something like that, since his holiday. When we started to move that top section down, that's when the patient could notice they could hear so much better. A little bit sort of blurry, just because the oil on this one, it's collected around the outside edge. Now, sometimes I will use a little cotton bud. I know, don't all shout at me in the comment section, but if we put a little bit of oil in just to mop up the excess on the outer portion of the canal. Otherwise, what happens is what you see there, as you're sort of suctioning, what you get is movement to a thin layer of oil around the outside edge of the canal, and then that will come up and pop over the front of the endoscope. So peeling, there we go. That's what I was looking for, that little peel where everything starts to move. So patient by this point now is really starting to hear so much better. The relief, they look totally different. Their facial expression changes, and they're like, whoa, you can see the difference, and they'll normally tell you as well that they can hear the difference as that comes away. So I've moved from the fine end now back to the standard size on the tube. Can be a little bit difficult because I'm working on an edge, so I can't really get a fantastic suction grip here. But let's wiggle. There we go, out that comes. There we are, and you can see that real kind of dent in the front there where the patient had pushed that really deep, that squished up bit, and now how it compresses to the sides. But look at that, so much better, and eardrum looking absolutely fab. So 1 centimeter, I'm going to go 3/8 of an inch. Maybe just under on that one. Don't forget, guys, if you do enjoy the videos, you can always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for me. If you have ear problems yourself, you can check out the link tree in the description. You can book yourself an appointment with myself or the lovely Mr. Taylor Green. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And I'll see you for Friday's video. Bye, everyone.